I will talk about public speaking since I want to improve my speaking ability, my storytelling ability. So I want to speak more. So I want to speak consistently every day to 20 minutes about things, about any thoughts that may be running on my head right now and every day. So I want to share, and hopefully that this kind of initiative will improve my speaking ability in English and in international language like maybe English and also Mandarin, which I still learning. And I hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the first topic, which is I want to talk today is um, about public speaking. So public speaking is the way that you uh, can attract public by your speaking ability, meaning that it's not only the matter of you speaking but also the public that hearing, right? So my thought is that public speaking ability is really about acquire by speaking itself and also by um, constantly um, connect with public or the person that will hear when you speak. So this kind of exchange of emotion, exchange of reaction that will make you as a speaker will improve and fine tune about what you want to say and what you will say or what you think that you like to say. So your public speaking will, so the public that hear will maybe understand you or more got a comprehensive um, understanding, or also maybe you want to change their things or their way of thinking that you think they have to have, right? So that is what I think the public I want to highlight is how public speaking is of we as a humanity become more globally. So people tend to exchange idea internationally really fast and really in the increasing pace, right? Increasing um, accessibility in terms of internet and so on, global community, global problems and so on. So people get more aware about that, and the way that public speaking skills is really relevant is how you yourself put yourself onto that global community, meaning that this is where two things emerge very important is first the language, and the second is uh, the ability to present thought using that language, whether it's your cultural things or whether it's your your unique experience. So I think these two kind of things is really important. um, why I think so, because you know as long as global narrative right now is shift toward one side, or maybe a lot of open spectrum for a lot of spectrums ideas and expressions of cultural or things, I think people more tend to be amplify on the one side instead of the other. So this is very dangerous because at the end of the day we want diversity, right? We want to balance the voice in every spectrum in the proper or in the right amount. So when certain group or certain ideas is not represented because the lack of the ability the group to present or to spoke in manner way, in better way, that is where there are a certain group will majority will be, conquering ideas and conquering spot of of ideas that at the end of the day will spread, and it's make a dangerous move and consequences. So that is my thought, a general thought about why public speaking is very relevant, 2 points that I propose. And the other examples is why public speaking matters is, you know when we talk about certain issues like how war started in particular region and another region, but the one who speak about one region is more, more have a capability in conquering ideas or mind of public with their ability to speak. This is make very dangerous because the another side of the world that that also require intent, that require solution, or um, require a solution, or require the same amount of attention, will be marginalized, right? For example, like Gaza, or like the war that started in the Middle East, is really about the inability of particular group, which is Muslims countries or Asian countries, to combat or to counter the argument or the speaking ability and narrative, the speaking ability of ideas by the West, right? So that's why I think the lack of capability of, for example, like Muslims countries or Muslims community and Asian community, uh, the way that they cannot present, uh, they do not present a certain amount of 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 better public speaking, is really make a lot of ideas and a lot of narrative will be not relevant when they promote it, right? It is really important also in terms of how governments or certain leader or group, when they are speaking, right, in terms of diplomacy, or in terms of other aspect of that politics that not happen in the office, right, or in the meeting, international meeting, but happen in the grassroots, in the unconsciousness of society, that 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 present by the society itself or the global community itself. That is what I think is lacking in the certain issues in the world today. So this kind of behavior is a result in very disintegrated global community that will be creating more potential harm in terms of instability, like war, or um, uh, terror, or racist or something like that. And that's why I think public speaking is really uh, important, not only by the leader or by position, but also by all of the people. And I wanted to add some points about language, how important is, uh, for example, like English language, right? Because the history said that the 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 unlucky of history that make English is our the major language. I think that is inevitable. But the point is how we can use this not only as our domain language, so we can forget our major, our mother language, or our country's our own language. But I think is what really important is how you can use the excellency of your speaking ability in different language to um, express, right, to to even to recreate a new perspective that may be lacking in our own words, right, in our cultural words. So I think by creating or by trying, to say things by others people's perspective or language, that require another, another, just another modifications of thoughts that going on someone's minds when they're speaking about things. Right, that's why I think when you are Indonesian, you try to speak or excel at speaking English. I think that will be good. Or you speaking Mandarin, that will be good, since you will not only understand more about the words that maybe not or lack in certain languages, but also you try to how to express your ideas in another way, right? In another words. So yeah, that's what that I think is really beneficial. And apart from that, imperialist of British that already happened in the history that make all of us have to speaking English. But I think there are another point that worth to acknowledge by every one of us. And I want to add another, a theme about how to acquire uh, public speaking ability. I think it's more about how you train it. I don't believe that one people cannot achieve public speaking just because the character is not there. But I think the important is to think about in this way um, that public speaking is really about the process to understanding, right, people that hear, and between people that hear and you which speak, right, who speaks. So these really important skills, I don't know how to 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 say it, to emphasize the importance of public speaking skills. But I think this is kind of process to understanding other people, that they will understand what you want to say, or what your thought want to say, is really difficult, and really difficult, and require a large of process. For example, like I want to, improve it by speaking and going live in YouTube every day and speaking about what I want to say. And another thing is really important about that: the way you speak also can be trained, right? You can have, you can utilize or repeat a lot of vocabularies that you have. But I think it's also really important to add another vocabularies, right? Not only, you know uh, unmeaningful vocabularies, but how you experience, or you imagination use your imagination to experience the vocabularies. That is why I think the reading books is really important, because when you read books, you not only acquire new vocabularies, but you build the logic, you build the story with that vocabularies, and use your imagination to experience that vocabularies, right? That's why I think the great public speaker is also the very very intellectual people, because they are read a lot, and they have a lot of things to say. And also a lot of public speaker that maybe not book, that not a nerd or a reader, but also they are a very strong experience, because they acquire vocabularies by their experience, right? Not maybe by reading a books, but really by creating the vocabularies, the sentence to projecting their experience. So people have to understand about that experience by their words. So when they train the ability how they speak, they will become a good public speaker. That is my thoughts. So, but this is 15 minutes. But another point I want to add that so far I really want to not only mastering English but also the Chinese, the Mandarin Chinese, which is very difficult but challenging, not difficult but very challenging languages. So I try to switch to Mandarin now and utilize my 5 minutes to speak Mandarin. 在公共演讲中，自信是最重要的因素之一。What I want to say is, 在公共演讲中 is in public speaking. So 公共演讲 is public speaking. 自信是最重要的因素之一。Ji is like one of the most. Ji Yinsu, I'm not sure what it means, but Xijing is Xijing, I don't know. Xijing is a confidence. Xijing Shi Chui Zhong Yao is important, I guess.
重要
I think Zhong Yao is important.
因素
Oh, 因素的因素
important 重要
重要。所以在公共讲情中，事情是最重要的因素之一。So it is one of the most important factors. Confidence, 事情
自信自信
自信。
当你站在台上时，深呼吸可以帮助你放松心情。
当你站在台上时，深呼吸可以帮助你放松心情。当你站在上时，
当你站在台上时，
当你 means that when你站is stand 站在台上时on stage. So when you stand on the stages, 深呼吸可以帮助你放松心情。深 taking 呼吸，深呼吸可以
Deep breathing can 深呼吸可以
帮助 can
帮助
可以帮助你放松，你放松心情。
你放松心情。
你放松心情 relax。So，当你站在台上时，深呼吸可以帮助你放松心情。So，深呼吸可以深呼吸可以深呼吸 it can taking a deep深呼吸 taking a big breath 深
呼吸。
深呼吸可以帮助你放松心情。在公共演讲中，事情是最重要的因素之一。当你站台上时，当你站在台上时，深呼吸可以帮助你放松心情。你放松心情。So that is pretty much say about in public speaking that confidence is really important, and the way that you present confidence is before that is to take a deep breath and do things that you are okay and you will be relaxed. That's for today. Thank you. 谢谢。你好。What is goodbye mean? Oh, I forget. What is goodbye in Chinese. Oh, 再见，拜拜。How to end this?